Hey guys, it's Tiffany at A Different Chick Farm and Orchard. It is Sunday, May 31st, and I'm going to take you and show you what we've planted over the last couple days, maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. Planted a bunch yesterday, but show you what to be looking forward to in the list in a little bit. So this is our watermelon row. There is approximately 150, 200 foot of watermelons. I haven't actually calculated it all yet. The ones that we've got planted here are Minnesota midgets. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of those. Had some that we started from seed already, and then some that we have seeded to kind of get them on a little different schedule. Emerald Gem, which is amazing. Baker Creek sells both of these. Actually, I think Baker Creek sells every watermelon that we have got, because that's where we get our seeds from for the most part. Emerald Gem is a small green cantaloupe type melon, perfect for a personal sized melon. Very, very delicious. Really super sweet. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of that. We've got our sprinkler going because we have, for the last week, we were supposed to get rain every day. And when we did get rain, it was just a little sprinkling and didn't do anything. So we've had to turn the sprinklers on, or else everything that we've planted would have died. We've got Petite Gris. I think it's actually Petite Gris de Rennes. Very good watermelon from Baker Creek. One of our favorites. Old-timey Tennessee right here. It is a huge cantaloupe type melon. Probably the best cantaloupe that you will ever have in your life. It is quite big. Very delicious. Super sweet. Melts in your mouth. Only problem is there is no shelf life to it whatsoever. It will last maybe 2 days once you pick it, and oftentimes if you don't get it when it's ripe, it will actually rot on the vine, so you do have to get it pretty quickly. But it is our favorite, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. We've got little apple melons. These are really cute little small melons. More something like a honeydew melon flesh. It's different, but they are very good melons. Great personal sized, great for a snack. So we've got 3 of those growing in rows. We have decided this year to start planting some flowers between our rows. It's good for pollinators, and it kind of breaks up between the rows, hopefully deterring some pests. So we'll see what it does, but it's worth a shot, and it'll be pretty. So we've got Queen Zinnia, or Queen Lime Zinnia oranges. So we've got them growing here. And we've got Golden Honeymoon. That's one of our favorite honeydews. That's actually the only honeydew we have raised for the last few years. Got several rows of them, and we've got the regular Queen Lime Zinnias. Prescott Fond Blanc, which is a very delicious melon too. We really don't actually do the melons. If we get the seeds, we try the melon, we don't like it, we just cut it out. We are trying casabas. Again, they'll be further down this row. This year, I didn't like them in the past, but it's been about 4 or 5 years ago since we tried it, so we figured we'd give it another shot, see what we liked about it, or if we didn't. If we don't like it this year, we'll cut it out again. We've got Queen Lime Red Zinnias. You can see they're already starting to get dehydrated here in our rows, so got to get that water sprinkler moved here in a little bit. Kawano Jelly Melons. These are very different. They're spiky. They have a very light flavor, almost like a cucumber. The whole inside's almost like a jelly. Hi, Charlie. Let's see, Charlie's down here too. He wants attention. They're not my favorite. I have a lot of customers that love them, and that's one of their favorites. So we grow them because they're pretty cool. If you go to the grocery store, they're like $5 and $6 for one little tiny melon. So it's kind of nice to have something special. We've got purple Prince zinnias here. Hearts of gold, which is your basic cantaloupe type melon. Basically what you'd see in the grocery stores. Queen lime red zinnias. There's the casabas. So we're trying those again. Got those from Baker Creek. Let's see how they go. Golden crispy. This was actually a free seed from Baker Creek probably 3 or 4 years ago. We keep our seeds in the freezer when they're not being used and planted, and that way they stay fresh. So, you know, even though they're 3 or 4 years old, usually we get 100% germination out of them. We have actually never planted this one. We got it and we were like, I don't know, it wasn't really worth the space, but we had a few extra spaces this year, so we decided we'd give it a shot. A cantaloupe melon. This is actually one we saved from seeds long time ago, before we knew there was all these different varieties. Thank you to Baker Creek. So it's just one we kind of held on to. You get that basic cantaloupe. So if you like cantaloupes, it's a good one to try. And we got purple Prince zinnias. Now we have got, we planted a row. This one I'm getting ready to show you is peppers and tomatoes, and I think we might have some flowers planted throughout. I think maybe marigolds on the other end. But I'll show you what we got here and what to be looking forward to. We have got some tomatoes and chocolate pears. We've got Anaheims and yellow 7 pots. Hi, Charlie. And we know it's an insane pepper. Rewrite insane on one side and what it is on the other side. Saco de Velho. We've got the teals. Those are delicious. Alyssa, actually, that's one of her favorite ones. She will eat them in quesadillas and in her lunch, which I think's a little crazy, but, you know, more power to her. Let's see, Trinidad. Trinidad Congo. New one for us this year. Somebody is an attention hog today. Wouldn't know who that is, would you, Charlie? Huh? Apocalypse scorpion. One of our favorites. Very delicious. Extremely hot. But they're good. Yellow Trinidad scorpion. Not sure if that one's the Moruga or just the Trinidad. Let's see. Aha! That one's the Moruga. Beams yellow pear. Super Sweet 100. Sweet Gold. Blush. We do grow a few hybrids in with some of ours, basically because we got seeds from them. We have people that absolutely love them. I think the heirlooms taste better. I think the heirlooms have a better flavor, and you get to see seeds from them from year to year. But it doesn't hurt any to plant free seeds, so yeah, that's what we've done. Let's see the blush. Tomato. Brad's Atomic Grape. Now this one is Alyssa's favorite. It is a delicious, not that size tomato. Very good flavor, but the beauty of it is what gets it. I mean, you never know what you're going to get as far as the color, striping, tie-dye. It is beautiful. So, but it's one of our favorites too, and Alyssa loves it the most. Sun Gold. Nope. blue gold berries. Our blue golds and our blueberries are so delicious. That's the one we push every year because it is our favorite. They're just so good. We have had people that buy them for their kids because their kids hate tomatoes, but they love the blueberries and the blue gold berries. So if your kids hate tomatoes, make them try some. Might change their mind of tomatoes. This is our Jamaican Scotch bonnets. They got a little too warm yesterday, so we've given them some extra attention today, and hopefully tomorrow, probably by this afternoon, they'll perk right back up. We have got, I bet those are lemon habaneros. Oh, lemon drops. That one is Morgan's favorite. It is great for spices. It is great for, you can cook it, you can dry it, and make it into spice. It's great flavoring for dishes. It doesn't have extreme heat, but it has just enough heat to get your attention. Let's see what we got here. Sugar Rush. I bet this one's the Sugar Rush Red. Yep, Sugar Rush Red. That one's a new one for us this year. We've also got Sugar Rush Peach. The Sugar Rush Peach produces profusely, tons and tons and tons of peppers. We have noticed that sometimes you pick them and they're really sweet and they have no heat, and then sometimes you pick them and they will knock you off. It's like almost habanero hot. So sometimes you never know what you're going to get with them, but they're really good. We have got the candy cherry. This actually used to be called the Isis cherry, and well, we know why it's not called the Isis cherry anymore. Thank you. We've got Engelhart Yellow. It's a good cherry tomato. This is, if you haven't figured it out, our cherry tomato row. We've got blueberries. That is my absolute favorite. It is very good. And another blueberries. We really like the blueberries, so we probably planted 2 rows of them just because they sell really great, and everybody in our family loves them. Amethyst cream. That's actually become probably my second favorite over the years as far as cherry tomatoes. It's really hard to tell as far as the favorite goes, but blueberries and amethyst are really, really close in the running, so we got 2 rows of those planted. We have got the gato jalapeno and brown jalapenos, early jalapenos, more early jalapenos, orange spice jalapenos, regular jalapenos, and pumpkin spice jalapenos. And there are the marigolds on the end of the row. So that's our pepper and tomato row with marigolds on the end. And we'll see what kind of watermelons we have growing. That's actually my favorite. I love the Tennessee melon and the Emerald Gem melon, but watermelons are just, that's my heart. I love watermelons. Sometimes you'll come out here and it's rained and they will be broke in the middle of the field, and you can just sit down and eat your watermelon. So very good. And being by the creek, they get really cool, so it's nice to have kind of a cool break in the middle of the hot sun. Let's see. These are not going to be so easy to determine. We put these in the middle, I believe. White sugar lump. We tried this one for the first time last year. From Baker Creek. It is an amazing watermelon. I never would have thought I would have liked a white watermelon, but it's got, your normal green flesh, or green on the outside, green rind. But the inside, that flesh is completely creamy white, and it's so good. It's kind of got some floral notes to it. Very tropical flavor. Very good. Let's see. More white sugar lump. Like I said, that is definitely one of our favorites, so we plant lots of them. Royal Golden. This one's actually new to us this year, so we'll see how it goes. It looked great in the Baker Creek catalog and had really good reviews, so we'll see how it goes. That watermelon early moonbeam. That's actually one we did not get from Baker Creek, but it's a good early small watermelon. The white sugar lump is a smaller one. Early moonbeam is actually more of a personal sized watermelon, so we grow those because we have people that can't quite justify eating a whole watermelon by themselves, but they will buy a small one. So let's see. Mountain Sweet Yellow. Mountain Sweet Yellow has a green rind and a deep yellow flesh. Very juicy, delicious. Doesn't taste like your normal red watermelon. Very good. If you don't like your normal red ones, it's nice to try something different. Hamby. That's actually a very good small red watermelon. Kind of hard to find seeds for that one anymore. We got them from Baker Creek many, many years ago. But grow them every year because they're just really good. We like them a lot. Scaly bark is probably our favorite. The scaly bark watermelon is, oh, we've got some seeds coming up already. Cool. The scaly bark is, if you don't like a mushy watermelon, scaly bark you should try. It has got a super hard rind. Lasts a lot longer than normal watermelons do. And the flesh is like crunchy, which is, Alyssa does not like watermelons for the most part, but she likes scaly bark. Oddly enough, she likes the white outside of the rind to eat, but not really the flesh. But she does like the scaly bark, and I think it's because that crunchiness to it. So if you've never tried one, it'd be great to try one of those. Baker Creek sells them. So let's see. We've got, wait till the water passes. Whoop. Moon and Stars, and that's actually the Van Doren Moon and Stars. So, not been real fond of the Moon and Stars ourselves. We're trying the Van Doren. We had the Cherokee. Didn't like it too much, but you know, give it another shot. Crimson Sweet. That's a good classic watermelon. More Crimson Sweet. Georgia Rattlesnake. Georgia Rattlesnake we actually discovered, gosh, it's probably been 15-20 years ago. When me and my husband first met, we used to buy humongous watermelons, biggest ones that we could find for the 4th of July for our family. So we found the Georgia Rattlesnakes. They taste great and they're humongous. They're like 40-pound watermelons, can get even bigger than that. But they're really cool. So, you know, we grow them. Some years we don't have really good success with them because they're so huge. They take a lot of growing time. So sometimes we run out of that. Hopefully we got these planted early enough and it's hot enough, they'll grow really well. More Georgia Rattlesnakes. And let's see. Ooh, Blacktail Mountain. Blacktail Mountain is kind of like a sugar baby. So if you've been in the store, you have a small round watermelon, dark green skin you're going to have, and it's, you know, deep red on the inside. Probably a sugar baby. Blacktail Mountain is one I think tastes even better than the sugar baby. We do actually grow sugar baby midgets and sugar baby bush. So, but I love the Blacktail Mountain. It is just so good. So, let's see. Speaking of sugar baby midgets, got those as personal sized watermelons this year. And more, oh, Genosik. Genosik is a yellow fleshed watermelon. These are actually coming up from seed, so I don't have any of them. Sometimes you got to pick these little weeds out of the ground. But it's really good too. Mountain Sweet Yellow and Genosik is our yellow fleshed varieties that we keep. Let's see. Ooh, Alibaba. Alibaba we actually got from Baker Creek. It is not quite red fleshed, but it's got a pink flesh. Very delicious. There's something different. They all have a little bit different flavor, different texture. So, you know, if you're watermelon fanatic like we are, just, you know, it's nice to have all different kinds to try. It's like having a different food every day. Congos are absolutely humongous too. They get profusely big, kind of like the Georgia rattlesnakes. So they have a long growing season too. Let's see. Small mystery. This is one that we actually had probably 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. We loved it. We kept the seeds, forgot what it was, so we call it our small mystery watermelon. Very good. It's probably a sugar baby type, but we just have no idea, so we call it, you know, our mystery. We've got Tyromdeo. That's actually one we got from Baker Creek several years ago. I'm not sure if they keep the seeds for that one anymore. I don't think I saw them this year, so we'll see. One of those that we like to at least plant every other year. They are very good, smaller type melon. Bingo. Bingo is actually very delicious. Keep saying all of them's very delicious, but they really are. Carolina Cross 180. These can get, and I can't remember how much it is, but over 50 pounds. I think maybe over 100 pounds if you let them. I won't be harvesting those if they are, because I'm not going to pick up a 100-pound watermelon. Not going to happen. Somebody might. I'm not going to. Early moonbeam. Those are actually, I think that's early moonbeam. Let's see. Yep, early moonbeam. Hi, Charlie. Ooh, ancient. Ancient is one that Baker Creek grows. They found it in caves many, many years ago, I believe in Arizona. But it is, some of them will actually come with almost a handle on them, which is pretty darn cool. But they're a really good watermelon. Very good flavor. Pretty cool looking. You might get an oblong melon. You might get one with a handle that looks like a gourd, which is pretty cool too. We have had one that almost started to have a handle like a gourd, but didn't quite, just had a nub on it. So hopefully one day we'll get a seed that has that and keep that one, because those are pretty cool. More ancient. Wilson Sweet. Another Wilson Sweet. I haven't actually planted that one before. That's a new one that we chose to do this year. Blacktail Mountain. More of those. And more Blacktail Mountain. More Crimson Sweet. More Crimson Sweet. Ooh, Orange Glow. Orange Glow is actually probably our family favorite, minus Alyssa. It is Morgan's favorite, my favorite, Steven's favorite. Daniel just loves watermelon, so it doesn't matter what kind of watermelon you get him, he loves it. It is a deep orange fleshed watermelon. So very good. It's got a very distinctive flavor to it, but it's really, really delicious. If you have one in your area, or if you're in our area and you buy produce office, come by and pick one up when they're ready. More Orange Glow. Jubilee. Jubilee is a larger pink watermelon. Very good. Kind of your basic watermelon flavor. More Royal Golden, because we figured we'd give it a shot. Charleston Gray. It is almost a really, really light pale green watermelon on the outside. Has a pink flesh to it. Very good. There's some attributes to it that I can't remember now, but very good. We keep it every year. We've probably grown it for 15 years or so now. More Scaly Bark, because we love it. Hambies, because they're really good too. So that is our melon patch, and that's what we've planted the last couple of weeks. We have got our garlic that probably has got about 4 to 6 more weeks left on it, and then it will come up. It's the end of May. I've been harvesting scapes a lot earlier than I expected, which means that probably end of June, middle of July, I'll be harvesting garlic. So we'll see how that goes, because usually about 4 to 6 weeks after you collect the scapes, they'll start drying up, grow that bulb bigger so you can have bigger garlic, and that's when we like to pick it. We've got our squash row right here. Some of these back here needed a little bit more water. The ones up front are actually doing quite well. We love the scallops squashes that you can get from Baker Creek. Desi squash, that's a little round one. Black Magic, it is a dark green zucchini type. Very good. We actually got that from USDA several years ago. Really like the flavor and texture and everything of it. It's really good. Let's see. But as the season progresses, we'll show you our squashes, which is probably going to be in the next week or two, because some of them are already producing. So you can see that one's got flowers on it, and it's got little baby squashes. So as soon as it gets pollinized, those baby squashes will start to produce bigger squashes that we can actually eat. Got some of our sweet bell peppers over here, or sweet peppers. Yellow bell, it's probably a yellow mini bell. Wisconsin Lakes, Zulu, which is a purple, black, what is that one? That's probably Zulu. Yep, that one's Zulu. Somebody wrote black bell. Identification purposes. Tequila Sunrise. That is a super sweet, amazing flavored yellow pepper that you would almost think was going to be a hot pepper by looking at it. Elongated, but it is so good. Great for just snacking, picking off the plant and eating it. So good. Mini bells. We've got several of those growing. We love our little mini bell peppers. They're good for snacking. There's the Paradisium Aluca Sintes, or yeah, I always get it wrong. Paradisium Alunta Sargacintes. That's what it is. And like I said before, I will probably mess it up. We also have somewhere over here yellow monsters. Those get 5 to 6 inches long, usually for us. We've had some get almost 8 inches long. Really good pepper. They're yellow if you let them get that way. They're green, of course, to start out, which is what most bell peppers are. So if you like green bell peppers, pick them young. If you like the colored ones, let them mature. Okay. I took some pictures earlier today. There we go. We have actually got some little ball squashes starting right there. Okay, well, squashes, they're getting bigger as they come down this direction. We're going to cross right over here and go to our broccoli. Our broccoli has actually started to flower early, so we've had to cut some of it off, but we've actually got side shoots of broccoli too, which are good. You can just pick those off and eat them. I like to actually extend my growing season for broccoli and let them keep growing the side shoots. They taste just as good as a regular big head of broccoli, sometimes better. You don't have to cut them up. You can take them and freeze them for use in the wintertime, broccoli casseroles, whatever you want to do, which is pretty great also. And I think that's about it, and I'm going to go move my sprinkler hose. So check back with us, subscribe to our channel if you like us, and we'll show you our garden throughout the year. Bye.